Hi and welcome to the Bouclème Back to Basics series. I'm Zina and today we'll be going back to basics on how to style your naturally curly hair, exploring the differences between a curl cream, foam and gel in order to help you find the perfect routine for you. Don't forget to check out my other videos where I go back to basics on cleansing, conditioning and refreshing. I'll leave the links in the description box below. For now, let's get started on styling.
After cleansing and conditioning while still in the shower, I apply my curl cream. This cream is a soft hold cream that defines, softens and moisturizes your curly hair. It is nutrient rich, minimizes frizz and creates smooth, shiny curls. I apply a small amount of curl cream and I simply rake it through my hair, paying attention to my ends. It is a great first styling product as it gives moisture and helps define. A great tip here is to make sure that your hair is soaking wet while applying your curl cream. Applying your curl cream in the shower means that your follicles are already open because of the heat of the steam in the shower, and this means the product just seeps into your hair that much easier. Next, I just reach for my Bouclème wet detangling brush to distribute the product. I then like to just squelch my curl upward just to encourage that curl, and it helps with curl definition. Once that's done, we're ready for the next steps.
Now, onto our next step in the styling process, gel. But before I do that, I'm just going to grab my Bouclème curl towel and gently just wrap this around my shoulders, secure it with an alligator clip. And what this is going to do, it's going to grab any excess water that might flow from my hair during the styling process. And because it is made from cotton, bamboo, some elastane for movement, it is much gentler on the hair. So as your hair falls over your shoulders, if it's long enough, it'll cause less friction and less frizz in the styling process. So let's get to it. Out of the shower, I apply my gel, and in my case, I always lean towards the Super Hold Styler. It is a styler that is a strong hold gel. It gives ultra definition hold and shine, and if you're like me, always looking for long-lasting definition, then the Super Hold Styler is your gel of choice. Alternatively, you can reach for the Curl Defining Gel, which is a lightweight, medium hold gel, just as great for definition, but gives a softer result. Plus, if you are looking for maximum hold, maximum definition, the two gels can be layered. Now, let's get into the styling routine. Before I apply my gel, I like to section my hair into 3 sections. This allows for maximum product distribution, making sure that every inch of my hair is covered in enough product to get the desired styling that I want. Just like that, just in some rough sections to make sure that I can distribute the product evenly. Just a pea-sized amount of our Super Hold Styler. Gently just rake in from the tips to the roots. This is just to make sure that everything is covered. At this point, I would always keep my Bouclème Flairosol bottle with me to make sure that my hair is as wet as possible. Not so wet that it's soaking wet, but wet enough that we might hear squelching. Not as squelchy as I would like, so I just go in, just wetting it slightly after I've distributed the product. Remember, you don't always need extra product. Sometimes all you just need is extra water. And I will continue this process of raking in my gel That's the sound that we want to hear. That's what you want to hear. When you're busy styling and you're putting your products in, you want to hear squelch. And I just repeat that process over all 3 sections until the product is evenly applied onto my curls. Now, once my gel is applied and evenly distributed in my hair, I like to go in with a curl defining brush and then just gently, section by section, define those curls even more. Now, I like those spirally, very well defined curls. This is an optional step. If you have just raked in your product and squelched your curls for some curl definition, dried it in the way that you love to dry your hair, you will have voluminous and defined curls. I like that extra definition. First, I'm going to section off my hair, working from the back to the front, and then bit by bit, just going in, using my brush to define those curls. Now, when I define my curls, I like to work in smaller sections. It gives me the clumps that I need. I take my brush from the root to the tip, brushing out and up, giving it a little shake, just squashing into the root. There you have beautiful definition. I mean, look at that. So I continue this throughout my hair. Again, separate. I go from the root to the tip. Give it a bit of a shake. Squash it up. You can just hear that. And there you have it. Beautiful curls. And I continue that throughout my whole head until every bit is styled. There you have it. Beautifully defined curls from root to tip. But that's not the end. I have one more step. Just to finish off my routine, I add in the Bouclème Super Volumizing Foam. This foam is a game changer if you are looking for a volume and definition balance. This foam makes it possible. So I always say the Super Volumizing Foam gives me the definition of day 1, but the volume of day 3. It's everything you're looking for if you are somebody who appreciates some definition and volume. It gives shine, it gives definition, it gives texture, it gives a little bit of hold. A great alternative to a gel you can use with a cream or an addition in your routine. I've been adding it into my routine post gel use since Bouclème has launched it, and it is an integral part of my routine. Where most people will lean towards using their cream, then adding their foam, then adding their gel, I do it a little bit differently. So I add my cream, I then add my gel, and then lastly add my foam just to seal in any of that good definition, create some elevation, and give me a little bit of volume at the end of my routine. So that's what we're going to do next. Now, adding our foam. You just gently want to add 2 pumps, no more than that, to ensure that you're not using too much product. Using the praying hands method, my 2 pumps, I then just gently slide between the 2 hands and then squash that up, making sure I'm scrunching in the product. I swing my hair to the other side and I do the same. Whatever excess product is on my fingers, right, I just gently go into the roots and scrunch that up just for some root volume. And then we are ready to dry. That's it. That's the styling routine. All the products in my hair. We started off with the curl cream, then moved on to the super hold styler, finished off with the foam, and now I'm just going to diffuse.
To diffuse, I diffuse on low fan and low heat.
there you have it. Just wow, look at this definition. I mean, crazy, like how beautifully the curls have just clumped together. Beautiful, defined. Oh my gosh, look at this definition. It's insane how beautifully defined these curls are. Using the praying hands method and my own hands, I'm going to gently slide my hands across my curls very gently, just to get rid of any crunchiness of the gel and foam. And then I'm gently going to just go in. Oh, look at these beautiful curls. And I'm going to separate them where the curl begins. So you can see where they already separate for themselves. We're just gonna follow along that separation. This prevents any added frizz because you're not going in and just separating willy-nilly. You're actually finding the place at which the curl itself, and it's gonna tell you, separates, and you just then going in and separating it there. I'm going to continue that separation along my whole head just for some added volume, and making sure that we are being gentle so that we don't create any excess frizz. I mean, frizz is inevitable. Frizz is what gives us character and volume and texture, so don't ever be afraid of some frizz. But there are those bits of frizz that we don't really want on the first day, and so in order to prevent that, we are just very gentle with our curls. We have just separated all of the curls. I'm just going to gently go in and fluff my roots. So this is just to give us some extra volume. It's just to lift the roots a little bit. Taking my fingertips, I go in with my hands straight to the roots, and all I do is shake. Just give it a good shaking as much as possible for as much volume as you want. You can just shake that out, and look at that, look at that. Already we have some lift, some volume, and those beautiful, beautiful curls. My styling routine with Bouclème that gives you volume, definition, and all the shine. But don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself. I really hope this video has helped you, and remember, you can shop all the products I've used in this video by checking out the links in the description box below. Now, if you are new to your natural hair journey or trying Bouclème for the very first time, then the 30-day kits are a great starting point. These kits contain a full routine and offer a saving of up to 39%. Also, you can check out the rest of our Back to Basics series, where we cover everything from wash day to refreshing. You'll find tips for waves, curls, and coils, so watch the curl type best suited to you. If you have any questions, comment them below or email Bouclème directly at info@boucleme.co.uk.